Okay, what's up guys, Daville here, and today I'm back at Seesaw Class. Now let's react to the video, react to this video, and then we might continue. Okay. I hope it comes this time. Early.
Welcome to Storyline Online, brought to you by the SAG-AFTRA Foundation. I'm Rashida Jones, and today I'm going to read Please, Please the Bees, written and illustrated by Gerald Kelly.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again.
Welcome to Storyline Online, brought to you by the SAG-AFTRA Foundation. I'm Rashida Jones, and today he liked to do the same thing every day. Every morning he woke up at the same time.
Ah, come on. I got an idea.
Welcome to Storyline Online, brought to you by the SAG-AFTRA Foundation. I'm Rashida Jones, and today I'm going to read Please, Please the Bees, written and illustrated by Gerald Kelly.
Okay.
Benedict was a creature of habit. He liked to do the same thing every day. Every morning he woke up at the same time. Every morning he stretched, he scratched, he yawned a great yawn.
What? I know what's
Every morning the bees delivered 3 jars full of honey.
I know that.
Benedict ate the same breakfast he'd eaten since he was just a fuzzy cub. Toast with honey and tea with extra honey. Next came his daily routine.
Tea?
Practicing. Perfecting his honey cake recipe.
What?
Knitting. And running errands.
So with honey
At night,
you could
he'd
do
read
all of
and
that?
have one last cup of honey tea before bed. Life was sweet. Until one morning, things weren't the same.
I know.
In fact, something terribly unsame had happened.
What is it? We better find the word unhappen.
Before bed, life was sweet.
I know.
Until one morning, things weren't the same. In fact,
What is this? No, get out.
something terribly unsame had happened. There was no more honey. The bees had gone.
Oh, come on. Let's
Welcome
play
to
again.
Storyline Online, brought to you by the SAG-AFTRA Foundation. I'm Rashida Jones, and today I'm going to read Please, Please the Bees, written and illustrated by Gerald Kelly. Benedict was a creature of habit. He liked to do the same thing every day. Every morning he woke up at the same time. Every morning he stretched, he scratched, he yawned a great yawn. Every morning the bees delivered 3 jars full of honey. Benedict ate the same breakfast he'd eaten since he was just a fuzzy cub. Toast with honey and tea with extra honey. Next came his daily routine.
What?
Practicing? Perfecting his honey cake recipe.
Honey?
Knitting.
Wait, honey
And
cake?
running errands.
At
night he'd read and have one last cup of honey tea before bed. Life was sweet.
Oh, yeah, it's
Until
nice
one morning, things weren't the same. In fact, something terribly unsame had happened. There was no more honey. The bees had gone on strike. Benedict's breakfast wasn't the same without honey. Without his honey tea, he couldn't knit. Practice was dreadful. He didn't even bother with the errands. Benedict became deep
Oh.
until one morning. One morning, things weren't the same.
I know.
In fact, something terribly unsame had happened. There was no more honey. The bees had gone on strike. Benedict's breakfast wasn't the same without honey. Without his honey tea, he couldn't knit. Practice was dreadful. He didn't even bother with the errands. Benedict wasn't the same without honey. Without his honey tea, he couldn't knit.
I know that.
Practice was dreadful. He didn't even bother with the errands. Benedict became deeply discouraged. Just then, he heard someone say, "Hey you, in the fur coat!" It was a very small bee with a remarkably loud voice. "We need to talk," said the bee. "Talk?" grumbled Benedict. "I let you all live in my yard."
Okay, just wait. Don't play it back. So he's angry because the bee did not get her yard. Honey. Oh. Well, that's kind of sad.
"You should be grateful, not go on strike." "A few jars," said the bee.
A few jars. A few jars? Oh, okay. So the bee said a few jars.
Jars of honey to you every day, every month, every year. Do the math, Einstein.
Math?
The hive is a wreck, the bee continued. It's all we can do to keep the walls from falling in. The roof leaks. Wind blows through the cracks. The last 3 queens up and quit on us because of the lousy work conditions. The bee showed Benedict the garden. "Look," the bee said, "weeds everywhere. We have to fly miles away just to find enough flowers to make our honey." So we voted to strike. "You're taking this for granted," the bee declared. "You want honey? Things need to change. It's up to you, Bear." And with that, the very small bee flew off.
Okay.
The thought of losing his honey sent a chill
sad.
down Benedict's spine. He had a lot to think about.
It's really sad.
"Maybe I've been too selfish," Benedict said to himself. "I never thought about what the bees need. But how am I going to make this right?" So he did some research. He did a little shopping.
What just happened now? Looks like we had to wait. Gotta wait. Gotta wait. Gotta wait. Okay. Nothing happens. I just fix it.
So he did some research. He did a little shopping.
Yeah, I know. And what? Go all the way back.
Flew off.
That
The
is
thought of
sad.
losing his honey sent a chill down Benedict's spine. He had a lot to think about. "Maybe I've been too selfish," Benedict said to himself. "I never thought about what the bees need. But how am I going to make this right?" So he did some research. He did a little shopping. And he did a lot of work. Benedict even learned how to harvest honey. I suppose it's a bit rude to expect them to do it all themselves, he thought.
Oh. Okay.
Finally, he was ready to show the...
Show the what? Show the what? Show the bees? I could definitely tell the words.
Ready to show the...
Put it back.
He thought. Finally, he was ready to show the bees all the work he'd done. What would they think? He held his breath as he waited. Then he heard the remarkably loud voice of the very small bee.
A loud voice? Ha! Bees don't talk.
Done. What would they think?
Bears.
He held his breath as he waited. Then he heard the remarkably loud voice of the very small bee. Drop the signs, girls. Time to get back to work.
Signs. Girls? About their boys.
These days, Benedict is still a creature of habit. He still has his daily routine, but he doesn't take the honey for granted anymore. He knows his life is sweet. But now
it's even sweeter. How? But how? Oh, I get it. Looks like I had to wait.
But his daily routine, but he doesn't take the honey for granted anymore. He knows his life is sweet. But now, it's even sweeter. He knows his life is sweet. But now, it's even sweeter.
Yeah.
For everyone.
For everyone?
The end. I really enjoyed this book because it's all about being able to live with each other and respect each other and give and take, because that's the best part about being in a community, is being able to live together and have everybody's life be sweet at the same time. Thank you for watching Storyline Online. Make sure to watch all our other stories. Keep watching and keep reading.
Keep reading? Okay. Peace out, guys. I'll go do something, the instruction 2 in part 3. Peace out.